Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, jestem Karga, to jest Starfield. I z kolejnym artefaktem zasuwamy tutaj do naszej loży.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Captain, I believe your ship will perform more efficiently if you bring me on board.
No dobrze.
How far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
I'd rather drown in seriousness than give up in laughter.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you got business with the person with you already. Tip my ear when you're done?
No dobra. No to tak zróbmy. Aha, czyli to już są moce, a? Dobra, to zróbmy tego Berretta. Nie? I potem polecimy dalej. Dawaj. Da się tak? Aha, tutaj jest, tak? Okej.
Hello,
Welcome to
ship.
UC Space. Maintain your current course while we
Place
scan
needs
your
more
ship's
decorations,
cargo.
don't you think?
And we're done. Feel free to land.
Okej. No to zróbmy jeszcze inaczej. A czemu mi tu?
Listen up. You have until I get bored to give us what we want. We're gonna blow you into vacuum and take it anyway. You're running out of time to make the smart decision. I guess we'll have to do this the hard way.
Kurde. Ach, kurde, się dałem zrobić.
Listen up. You have until I get bored to give us what we want. We're gonna blow you into vacuum and take it anyway. You're running out of time to make the smart decision. I guess we'll have to do this the hard way.
Okej. Zrobiłem to po to, żeby zaliczyć tamto zadanie.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Welcome to Gagarin. You are cleared to land.
Super. No to lądujemy.
Landing side looks clean. Let's sit it down.
To idziemy.
This whole planet smells weird. Like chemicals and smoke. I was
Yes,
just
Berrett.
thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart. The more things change, right? Maybe it wasn't the exact same view, but there's probably an atom or two somewhere that was here on that day. If we're lucky, maybe we can ask it for directions. I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to confidentially review what we found. Ellie Yankton. She worked on Irvin's previous case. Ellie is one of the few lawyers on this planet who's willing to take on the mining corporations in court. Yes, but listen. Nobody will stand up against the mining corporations around here. They're scared. She didn't want to lose the case, but she didn't have a lot to go on. Thanks to us, now she does. Right.
Dobra, to idziemy.
Meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Dobra, no to ciśniemy, tak? A tak przy okazji.
Welcome to... Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Dobra, tu nie ma. Tu nie ma. Zasięg lepszy, szybkoszczelność gorsza. Dobra. tłumik. Dobra. Generator osłon. Nie ma. Eee... 360T. Nic tu nie ma.
Mech construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works.
Ocenzurowaną. Okay.
Again.
Careful not to lock us out of the system. I know you know that.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
Okradnij. Co to za robot?
You have not been authorized to direct this unit. Thank you for your understanding.
Dobra. Helena może być po tym potrzebna, na razie nie będziemy napastować Heleny.
All these fancy new businesses going up and we still can't get them.
Super.
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant. Won't say what they pay, but his outfits sure have gotten nicer.
We're not supposed to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
Takie miasto. To jest co? Jakaś... Lecznica. Dobra. Nie będziemy rozmawiać, bo nam za chwilę jakieś zadanie wymyślą.
This is Ellie's law office.
Co za piękne miasto. Ty już tu siedzisz, ja? A my tu możemy podejrzeć. Aha. No to może nie. To może kiedy indziej. A może lepiej by było wiedzieć. Ale to będzie włamanie.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we? Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed. Yes. It was my first case as a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Well, starting your career with a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined. It's not a resort. It's a working town run by mining corporations. You don't come here unless you need to, and you don't stay unless you have to.
Or unless you're a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer who genuinely wants to make things better for others. Right, Ellie?
You're kind, Barrett. Yes, I suppose there's that type of person as well. Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him. He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid. Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough. Best case scenario, we clear his name and his assets are returned, plus additional compensation. Not on its own, no. It's circumstantial. Helpful to support our claim, but not enough. In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive. The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony. Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him. Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
I don't have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down. That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a Foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the Foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Makes sense to me.
You've been hanging on to that old apartment this whole time, Barrett?
Yeah, it was easier to not bother with it. Not like it's worth anything in this economy anyway.
I hope you still have the key.
I have it. Figured maybe I'd sell it while we were here anyway. May as well, right?
Hopefully that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Irvin's old apartment isn't far from here. I doubt there's much in there, but it's good to check.
No dobra, okej. Trochę mnie tutaj to zastanawia ten komputerek.
I'm sorry, but if this isn't directly related to Reliant medical business, you should really schedule an appointment.
You know, I've been so busy, I still haven't gotten outside the city limits. Though, it doesn't sound like I'm missing much.
You're not on my calendar. Is this Arkmite related? I'm on Gagarin to make money, not friends.
You heading outside the city? Be careful.
This is it. Irvin's old apartment. Here, use this key. After you, Captain. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, Insufficient power for proper lamps? Oh, he must have been miserable. No wonder he wrote so
much. Okej.
Aha.
Kredyciki.
Open. The suspense is killing me.
Hopie. Środek usypiający. Jajko. A co Kaj prowadzi?
Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal. Well, I'll be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is?
Licencja łowiecka. Dobra, ale to zróbmy jeszcze tak.
Will you look at that? If we go to town hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license.
Zgadza się. Ale my musimy jeszcze jedną rzecz zrobić. Trudny zameczek. Spróbujmy. To 4 się da. No to dobra. To ma ino 2 dziury. To ma 3, ale nie takie 3. Kiepsko. Kiepsko. No i co teraz?
Sounds like the safe just unlocked. You should do the honors.
Co to jest mroźny wilk? Aha.
Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. No idea where mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database.
Dobra.
All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall. And as the lawyer, she's probably right. The burden of proof is sky high on this one. It's likely already in orbit. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant? No, but I did find a few slates that might give us a clue. As well as a reminder to finish a physics paper that I never did. Yeah, but not for the trial. Let no one say that Irvin Madani didn't have a sentimental side. The proof is in this plant, with an assist from this self-sustaining habitat dish. Witchcraft, probably. But if you want a more scientific explanation, I have a couple of theories. It could go through states of hibernation, or draw moisture from the air the way epiphytic plants do. There's also that habitat dish Irvin set up for it, which gave it light and nutrients. Still, I'm not ruling out witchcraft. I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus. But there's probably a reason why Irvin tried his best to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous. No, maybe not. But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant. It mattered to him. No matter how the case goes, this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey? Then it's unanimous. Okay, the three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Dobra. No pięterko się nie da, Berretta.
Hey, keep your eyes open. Sounds like one of Reliant Medical's regular clients.
They probably never intended for these walkways to last this long.
I'd kill for a risk.
Mhm.
Access computer is still working. You ever read about the early history of spaceflight? So political. So familiar sometimes.
Ratusz, widzisz, i to jest ratusz. Tu nie ma nadmiar pracowników. Co my tu teraz mamy? Dostarcz dowody prawnie. Tutaj uda się do granicy odlewni. No to idziemy jeszcze do tej odlewni.
Apparently the corporate execs are talking about building.
See if there's any way to search the database. You know that admin task code we got from the cyber runner? I wonder if that will work here. Worth a try.
Supervisor is going to be mad that I'm late.
Oczekujące wypłaty. O. Co to tu jest? Dobra, mamy współrzędne kopalni.
Just need a moment to myself before I go back.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right? Essentially any documentation that screams, Irvin isn't guilty, we made it up. Guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out. Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago. It might have new tenants now.
Okay.
Can you scan that? Oh, you beat me to it. This is going to be fast. Ours now.
Dobra, działajmy. Na 3, a na 4 też się da. Skrzyneczka na broń. Udoskonalony megaszut. Wow. No. A ten megaszut. A ten co ja mam na wyposażeniu? Megashot. Gdzieś tu był, nie? Megashot. O. Zaawansowany megashot. Nie, no to mój jest lepszy. Zdecydowanie. Amunicja. Kombinezon. No dobra. Chodź, Berrett. Idziemy sprawdzić tą kopalnię. A tu coś łazi. Berrett dziabnął cię. Dawaj nogę, dawaj. Jak to nie ma na to czasu?
left a lot of stuff intact when they shuttered this place. I wonder if they were in a hurry or if it was just cheaper to replace it.
Kurde, ale poszło mi tych naboi.
Find a use for that stuff.
No jakoś to wykorzystamy, nie? Klucz do budynku łączności. No okej. Jogurt i pomidor. Co to było teraz za opcje dialogowe? O.
This looks promising. This looks like administration.
No właśnie. Gwizdostrzał. Dziennik brygadzisty. Dobra. Zaraz się nim zajmiemy. Kopalnia. Status kopalni zatwierdzone. Pracownicy. Dobra. Dobra.
All right. Now let's go find Irvin and Helge's lab stations.
Moment. Na 3, a na 4 też pasuje, nie? Okej. Dobra. Kurde. Ha, 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 ha. Cofnij. Ten nie pasuje, ten nie pasuje, ten pasuje. Ten nie pasuje i ten pasuje. A jakby zrobić tak, że ten i ten. Dobra. No i co teraz? No to jedziemy. Okej, jesteśmy w kopalni, ale to myślę kopalnię sobie już zwiedzimy w kolejnym odcinku. W każdym razie dzięki za oglądanie, dzięki, że jesteście. Trzymajcie się, cześć i do kolejnego odcinka. A ty co robisz? Berrett, tu jestem. Gdzie ty tam łazisz? Ej! Dobra, kij z tobą.